first down, Simeon. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. Give him 30 yards there. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, Anderson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. Simeon on 3rd down. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A first down as it's Simeon with a hook up to Sanders. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. They run it again with Anderson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. From run. Here's Simeon. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Here we go now. 3,
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
To throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Here we go. Green, 39.
He'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So not exactly jubilation over on that visiting sideline, but at least a high 5 or 2 for their kicker as he gets them the first points of the night here on the opening drive.
And 3 points are not to be underestimated. You're on the road. under the lights, national TV audience. You want to come out and look good, and that's a good start right there.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Looks to be right around the 40. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
On second down, here's Simeon. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Third and long. It's Simeon. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be fourth and long. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Coples able to drop him for a loss of 4. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. To punt it away on fourth down, here's Drew Kaiser. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
They start the drive with Anderson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Here's Simeon now on second down. And he hits his man on the out route, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Simeon. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, pass the sticks, first down. He'll field this at the 5. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll set up to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Simeon on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play.
Let's go. 3-19.
Toss play. This is Anderson. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Again, Anderson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now back to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Third down, he'll drop to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Denver right after this. Red zone opportunity. On the counter, here's Gordon. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They come out here in the eye.
Detroit! Watching that, Barney! Barney! Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Offense looks to punch it in here from the one. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. So we reach halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this completes to Henry over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Pistol, they run with Gordon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Let's go! Good, good! Good, good!
They'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, it's Simeon. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Check nickel. No. Check, Patrick.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Feels right. All right, now, lucky 56. Here we go now. Lucky 56. Leopard.
Simeon throwing again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Now let's go. 3-19.
Again, Simeon. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a play fake here on first down. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. To throw on second is Simeon. His throw incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. I got him.
From the gun, here's Simeon. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got his man. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas, 47 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and it's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit. Leopard.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon going left. They find some open field here. And he He's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 34 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Green 39.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Looking to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Chargers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And he knocks it through. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a first down throw, Simeon. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Here's Simeon. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third. first and 10. Simeon. Green's got it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Let's go. Green, 39.
10th carry now for Anderson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. C.J. Anderson, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
So it'll be first down here after the run. This is Gordon as they go to him again. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's got the open man. It's Allen on the comebacker. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. On play action, they'll throw. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And some room to roam now. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way home for a Broncos score. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going deep here for Allen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Chargers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now back to throw. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Chargers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now.
Time running out here on the play clock. They're going to look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And Denver getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard? And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Let's go. 3-19.
Back to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll set up to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And look out. I think he's going to go. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And the lead is down to a field goal now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw right side, complete to Williams. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
The Chargers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Oh, able to avoid him. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for our visitors, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a